their issue might be that State of Decay is an old game now, but they have a lot of the fundamentals figured out. So I think this creator has more room to bounce between the three. But I myself feel pretty confident about my own thumbnails, my own titles, but I know that my own live streams aren't increasing in viewership. They're kind of just at where they're at, right? I'll get like 200 concurrents or something. I'm like, well, this is fine. But I know I'll get more if I do better on the long form side, which I do neglect from time to time. And as I look at this creator's live streams, I can see that their viewership hasn't really gone up in that like nice steady climb that they're probably hoping to see. So, but still, my point still stands. If they can get another like a big win under their belt in long form, maybe a new game comes out or something, and they can really like tackle it in the same way they're tackling the games they're currently playing, that could bring a whole new audience in. And then their next live stream, we'll look back and see that it got 1,000 or 2,000 views after the fact. So
I know we're still laboring on this point, but their cadence is very high for long form content, like 2 or 3 videos a week, which is impressive. And go back to short stand. Fingers crossed. Is our tool going to work? Will it tell us?
Yeah, 6 days, 1 week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So a couple of weeks.
Okay, so that seems like a fair cadence as well. And I was just interested to know the current landscape of State of Decay 2, Dan. If we do a search, is there an audience still existing for this?
There's a State of Decay 3, or at least people are talking about one.
Yeah, I think I saw one of their titles addressing that topic.
Okay. 7 years ago to 1 year.
Yeah, that is the challenge, isn't it? Yeah, there's one video there, and that's a good idea actually. Like, how does this game run?
Yeah.
The most recent year, maybe they could cover that type of video if they haven't already done some. But yeah, unfortunately, they're going to have a bit of a ceiling unless they're kind of ramping up for the release of the sequel if it does arrive.
I think this is also another thing worth pointing out. If you're a gaming channel and you have focused kind of on one game, you know you're focusing on an old game when the most popular videos are like post-mortem style. How good is it in 2026 when the game is like really old and that's why the video is interesting? So if this video from, these creators, let's look at the larger one, 55,000 subscribers, 44,000 views 3 weeks ago. So if this video is able to pull those numbers, what can you hope for on a more day-to-day kind of like State of Decay content? As a State of Decay content channel making videos every couple days, like, you know what I mean? You're still playing the game as if it's brand new. And that's why I was saying hopefully a new game, because I'm just sensing that this channel, because you're talking about being in the zombie survival genre, is willing to like play some other games. So jump in there and I think it's time to kind of bring in some new viewers, especially if there's a third State of Decay coming out. You get to kind of play around and try some stuff until that happens.
They did try Days Gone. I saw a thumbnail for that game, and also Surrounded in 2026. That video did okay. So the audience may allow some lateral movement in games. What I almost hope for this channel is that they discover a new love and passion for a much more recent trending game, and whether they pivot onto that game on this channel or they start a new channel, knowing exactly how to build up this sort of community and things. Like, it almost feels as if this has been their grounding, their foundation to learn how to do YouTube the right way. And then, like, when the moment's perfect, they just strike and, they quote unquote get lucky, but they'll get lucky because they've figured out how to do YouTube for when that moment of luck arrives for them.
Yeah. The other idea I have for them, seeing these other games too, it reminded me there's a lot of people who, when they focus on a genre, they like to go onto Steam and like maybe find the worst reviewed games in that genre, like playing 5 of the worst reviewed zombie games. So if the game is unpopular, you can always lean on like the Steam review aspect of it to kind of carry the content and the idea forward. So there's things you can do too that are a little more outside the box that will help also build your expertise as a creator in the space covering a specific genre of game.
Well, what's our summary here then? It's the creator's awesome. They're just in a really quiet video game topic, and there might be a ceiling that they need to try and figure out how to negotiate around.
There's more old zombie games than State of Decay 2 that you could play. Look, we used to type State of Decay 2, and the first thing was, how is it in 2026? Go back and look at all the games that came out in the last 10, 20 years and do that over and over again for all of them.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. What's the one in the mall? Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
Dead Rising's great.
And both of them have multiple parts.
Yeah. There's another one that's like a top-down. It's really popular still to this day, but it's old. Anyway, they probably know. Yeah. So yeah, they could.
Is that my neighbors?
No, I don't remember now.
Little throwback there to all of you SNES fans out there. 1994, I think that came out. I remember spending all of my birthday money on that one. And I thought it was, mid 6 out of 10. Sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we? I might as well do the.
We can just talk about it. You don't have to do that.
Here we go.
Button mashing hearts collide. In this corner we take the ride. From land to the galaxy. From gaming corner is the latest start.
Did anyone else get some horrible feedback then?
Sorry, that was me. I didn't mute my screen. I did say you shouldn't play it.
Well. Welcome everybody to Self-Indulgent Gaming Corner, which is actually a question about what have you been doing to disconnect from YouTube. We know a lot of you play video games, but some of you go hiking, play music, read books. We want to know in the comments right now, what have you been doing? And we can talk about such things ourselves. I'm going to start with Jeff today. Video gaming or something else occupying your time outside of YouTube?
Actually, it's been a bit of both. So it's been a mix because I've been trying to have a little bit better balance in life. So definitely been doing some hiking. We have amazing hiking trails here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We have amazing hiking trails. But also, for the May the 4th holiday, Steam had a sale on a lot of Star Wars games. So I went ahead and picked up the Force Unleashed and the Force Unleashed 2. So they're old school games, but I'm excited to play through them again because I love the storyline and the plot of those. So I'm excited. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I will as soon as I can. I'm just we're working through content first. Business first, then we can play afterwards.
Dan, how about you?
I am eagerly awaiting the arrival of my AYN Thor, so I'm setting up, all of my stuff for that as much as I can ahead of time, buying all the accessories I want to buy, and I've been playing. For some reason, I just keep going back to like Pokemon Leaf Green, Fire Red, so I've been playing those. About to finish a Living Dex, which is fun, and
and none of them are the recent Pokemon releases. It's just you being nostalgic, right?
Pretty much. They did re-release those games on Switch recently, but I already had them, so it just got me wanting to play them again. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So this week, it's continued to be Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, Dan or Jeff, where you've been playing a role-playing game and you're on a boss fight and you're like 10, 15 minutes in, and then they just have this death move. I was like, I didn't see where that was coming from, and now my entire team's dead, and I've got to redo this all over again.
Yeah.
That's happening a lot, but there's something about the game which says, yeah, but just one more try. Because it has this parry and dodge system in there, so you can actually learn the moves. It's it's weird, and it's an RPG that if you're good enough, you can go through the entire game not getting hit a single time if you learn how to dodge and parry. You might almost compare it to like a music rhythm game in some senses, because you're listening to the audio triggers for when to dodge and parry. But I'm on one of the absolute final bosses, and I got 20 minutes in at lunchtime, and then they just wiped me out with like one move. It's like, I'm gonna have to try this again, and I want to try and get this done before Batman Lego whatever it's called is released.
This could be so good.
I know.
I need to clear my gaming decks to make sure I can play that.
I still want to finish Arkham Asylum before that comes out, and I don't know if I'm going to. So yeah, I feel you. My biggest complaint about JRPGs in particular is that thing. It's two things. It's the grind. Sometimes you have to do like your characters are way under leveled for some reason. You have to like just play the same in the same little area over and over, and then doing a 20-minute boss fight, which is just way too long, and then dying. Like that is when I put the game down. So I was playing Octopath Traveler.